What's up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video I am building in the world of Newcrest and I'm building actually a very standard family home, which is something that I just every once in a while feel like doing. Like I just want to sit down from time to time and build a very basic, very simple, but pretty family home that is most of all very usable for gameplay. So that's what I tried to achieve with this house. It doesn't have anything like no storyline attached to it or anything. It's just a very generic family home that would fit in a very nice suburban neighborhood. That's just kind of what I was going for and I have so much fun with it. Like I said, every once in a while I just want to build a nice family home that could be useful for pretty much any Simmers family gameplay. So that's what I tried to do, and yeah, I really like the way that this house came out. I just sat down and started building. I didn't really have anything no reference picture or anything. I just started building and played around with the shapes and sizes of the different boxes, and yeah, just some sort of shape just kind of appeared at some point and that's what I stuck with. And that's my favorite way to build. Every once in a while, I like to have a nice reference picture and base my build off an actual house that I found on Pinterest or what have you. But I think that just no reference photo, just sitting down, starting to build is my favorite thing to do, just from scratch. So that's what I did for this one as well, and I think it turned out very cute. Like I said, it's nothing special, it's nothing crazy, creative or anything, but it's just a nice family home. And yeah, given the fact that that's what I tried to go for, I am really happy with the way that this came out. I was struggling with the color scheme for the exterior of this build a little bit. I didn't leave that all in the speed build, so you don't really actually get to see my struggle with the colors, but yeah, overall I think, yeah, it turned out nice. And here you can see I also skipped over the floor plan because one thing I did have a struggle with for this house was the floor plan, and I am just not very great at creating floor plans overall. I think that floor planning is one of the hardest things to do for my builds. For me, personally, I know some people are very good at it, but I am just not that great at creating floor plans. So it will take me a while, especially if it's a build like this that's quite spacious. It's not crazy big or anything, but it's definitely quite spacious. It's a nice sized family home. And I wanted to create a floor plan that makes sense and that's nice for gameplay and that just overall is kind of realistic. So yeah, it took me a while to figure that out, but I figured it out in the end. So the house has 3 bedrooms. They're all upstairs. There is a master bedroom, a kid's bedroom, and a toddler's bedroom. And it has 2 bathrooms, 2 full bathrooms. There's a full bathroom downstairs as well as a full bathroom upstairs. So the parents' bedroom does not have an ensuite or anything. It's not a fancy house like that. There is just a shared bathroom upstairs for all the bedrooms to share. But I thought that that would fit with the vibes of this house very nicely. And then obviously you might want to have an extra bathroom in the house if you have a family of 3 or 4 Sims. So I decided to make the downstairs bathroom into a full bathroom as well. And then there's also a laundry room downstairs, which if you wanted to, you could turn that into a half bath and laundry room mixed together, combined. You could do that if you wanted to. And yeah, you could actually also turn this house into a generations family home or just add an extra bedroom if you need it for your family, if you have more kids or something like that. You could actually turn the downstairs quote unquote study. It's more like a hobby area. I place an easel in there. It's more like a playroom and crafting room, if you will. But you could easily turn that into an extra bedroom if you wanted to. So that would give you 4 bedrooms and 2 or potentially 3 bathrooms, which is nice for a family house like this. And yeah, one thing I actually also had a lot of fun with was the backyard. I just tried to do something a little bit different. I know we're not there yet. Like, I'm not gonna do the backyard right now. I will do that at the end of the speed build. But I wanted it to be very like manicured, and I wanted it to have a lot of activities as well. So that's what I tried to achieve for the backyard, and it turned out very nicely in my opinion. But here you can see that the outside of the house is definitely coming together. One small thing, like really random, is I was enjoying placing those flower boxes way too much, because I don't think I have actually ever used this pink swatch of the flower boxes, and I don't know why. I usually go for the default yellow swatch, or either white or the very light blue ones, but I never touched this pink one. But for some reason, I was inspired by it, and I just decided to use it. And it's a random little detail, but I think it makes a lot of difference. And yeah, I liked it a lot. And for the color scheme of the interior of the house, I went with that lighter wood floorboards, which I think are so pretty. And then I chose a light blue, grayish kind of color for on the walls, which was something different because I usually go for very, very neutral tones on the walls when it comes to family homes like this. But for this one, I was in the mood to use a blue tone, and it's not that crazy of a color. Like, it's more so like light gray than it is blue, but still I really like it. And for me personally, it was something different. And yeah, I just thought that the colors in here are so inviting. I was definitely going for that very matchy Sims house vibe for this one. You will see that I used a lot of whites to make it very crisp and bright in here, and the wood tones and just the furniture pieces overall, everything is very, very matchy. But at the point where it's still somewhat realistic. I mean, The Sims, it's a video game, it's not realistic. But I mean, it's very matchy, but at the same time, yeah, it kind of works. I don't know. I was just very much enjoying this house because it was so like generic. Every once in a while, I just very much enjoy that. But you can see that the floor plan for this house is very spacious. It's half open, I would say. The kitchen is closed off in a different room, but I did use an archway instead of a door because I didn't want it to feel very open floor planned as much as possible. And sometimes I feel like doors close off the space a little bit too much, and which is sometimes helpful when you're trying to go for that. But for this house, I was not trying to go for that, and I just wanted it to be very open and airy and yeah, very inviting in that sense. So I immediately started on the dining area. One thing I did, maybe you saw that real quick, because part of it was in the speed build, but for when I was actually trying to create the floor plan, I put down some like filler furniture to find out where I wanted everything to go. So I kind of already knew exactly where I wanted the dining area and the living area to be, which was quite helpful. It's something that I don't do very often, but I should, because it's definitely very helpful. Like usually when I like figure out the floor plan, I will know where everything will kind of go, but not exactly. So I basically figure out where I want the living area to be, but I don't know how I want the living area to be laid out, if that makes sense. And for this house, I actually already knew that because I kind of thought about that when I was doing the floor plan as well. So here you can see that I was kind of struggling with the couch and the chair situation. I knew where I wanted the couch to go, but the chairs were a little bit of a struggle. I figured it out in the end though. I'll move them over in a little while. But yeah, you can definitely see that I used a lot of white and cream and lighter wood tones for the color scheme throughout this whole house. And I had a lot of fun with it. It was just so nice to look at. Like it was so matchy. And yeah, I don't know. I was really enjoying it. So I'm trying to clutter it up quite a bit because it is a family home and I wanted it to feel like an actual family home with a lot of stuff everywhere. I mean, they have a kid and a toddler. So yeah, the house is probably going to be a little bit messy. So that's what I tried to achieve. It's not overly messy, like it's still usable for gameplay. I don't think you would have to delete any clutter items or anything. But yeah, still, I wanted it to feel a little bit cluttered and family friendly and cozy like that. So that's what I tried to do at least. But yeah, anyway, have you guys checked out the update that we got yesterday? Yesterday was the 25th. So yesterday we got the base game update for The Sims 21st anniversary. And let me tell you, I was blown away by all of the items that we got with that update. I think it's so much fun. I didn't use any of the new items in this build because I built this house, I don't know, a couple days ago, or at least I finished the house a couple days ago and we got the update yesterday, last night. So I'm not using them in this build, but I love the new build items. Like the cast items are amazing as well, but given the fact that I am a builder, I am so amazed by the build items. I think they're so pretty. And it was the funniest thing because yesterday I completely spaced out on the fact that it was the 25th and that we were getting an update that day. Like it was hyped up on Twitter over the past like 2 weeks or so. So I knew, and I was definitely very excited, but I don't know, I was just building yesterday and I kind of forgot about it. I hadn't thought about it all day. I kind of spaced out on it. And then I was building at night. I was minding my own business. I was decorating an apartment in Evergreen Harbor, which I had a lot of fun with. And then I just took a little break, went on Twitter, just scrolled through Twitter a little bit. And that's when I realized that the update had come out literally like 30 minutes ago and that they were doing a live stream and stuff. So I immediately just closed my game, updated the game, and went on Twitch to just join the live stream. And that's when we got the announcement that we're getting bunk beds. And oh my God, I am so excited for the bunk beds. I think that I was actually, when I was building this house, now that I'm talking about it, I remember when I was building this house, I actually wanted to turn the child's bedroom into a double, like a shared bedroom for 2 kids. But I didn't really have the space for it. So at that very moment, I was actually thinking, I wish we had bunk beds. If we did have bunk beds in the game, this would have been the bedroom where I would use them. But we didn't have them and we still don't have them. But yesterday we got the announcement that at the end of March, they didn't give us a set date or anything, but at the end of March, at the end of the next month, we will be getting bunk beds, and I'm so extremely excited about it. I think all the builders are, and even if you're not a builder, you're probably excited for it because it's been so highly requested and I can't believe we're actually getting them. I'm so excited. Like, I don't know if they're going to be part of a pack or anything. I don't think so because they made it seem like it's just a single like item, just a single update, but who knows? Maybe it will be a bigger update. Maybe they will give us something else. I don't know, probably not. But I'm so excited for the fact that we're getting bunk beds. I can't wait. I think it's so much fun. And then also the items that we got in the update are actually so nice. And it was so funny because like I said, I was decorating an apartment at the time yesterday. I'm still working on that one. And the items that we got actually fit perfectly with the whole style of that apartment that I was going for. It was crazy. Like it made so much sense, these items in that build, and it was so crazy. It was such a coincidence that literally when I was building that apartment, I remembered that we were getting the update and the items were perfect for the build. Like I couldn't believe it. I was so happy. It's so random. It doesn't really make any sense, but I don't know, it made me so happy in the moment. And yeah, I can't wait to actually get back to the apartment and finish it up. And yeah, that will probably be my next video. So keep an eye out for that if you're excited to see it built with the new items. But yeah, I was so excited for it and I love them. I think they're so pretty. And I'm so happy that The Sims decided to work with these amazing custom content creators. I don't really use any custom content in my game. Like I do use Cass custom content. When I do gameplay, my Sims, they're all like, they're wearing CC, their hair is CC, I have CC eyes, default eyes and stuff. So I do use a lot of CC for create a Sim, but not for build and buy, because I feel like, I mean, I do have all the packs installed and that's already so overwhelming. Like there's so many items in this game. Still, we're lacking a ton, of course. Like when it comes to, for example, couches or counters, like I wish we had more to choose from, but still we have a lot of stuff in the game. So I feel like if I were to install custom content, that would be so overwhelming. However, I do always watch YouTube videos on like these amazing CC creators whenever they like release a new CC pack or what have you, like just when they release new custom content. I'm always so curious to see what it looks like, and I'm always so amazed by it. Like it's the most amazing stuff. It's so beautiful, like it's ridiculous. So lately I have been thinking that maybe I want to do a couple of custom content builds, but maybe I'll just use like mainly custom content. Like maybe I'll turn off all of my packs. Well, no, because you probably need packs for certain CC packs. I don't know how that works actually. I'll have to go ahead and figure that out. But all I'm trying to say is that I think I want to sit down and do a custom content build from time to time, because there is just so much nice and beautiful stuff out there. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like using new things. I feel like using things that I've never used before. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. Would you be interested in watching me build things with custom content? Like obviously you will not be able to download these houses if you don't have the custom content in your game. But still, just for the sake of building, I think it would be so refreshing and so much fun. And the stuff that's being created by these amazing content creators is just too pretty not to try out. I love it so much. So yeah, I think I want to give that a go at some point. But yeah, I totally spaced out and talked over everything that's going on in this build. I hope that's okay with you guys. Sometimes I just like to ramble about other things, because this house is not very specific. Like it's just a family home and you can kind of see it come together as I'm talking about something else. I always think that's a lot of fun to watch anyway. But yeah, as you can see, I created this little laundry room off of the kitchen, which, like I said before, could easily be turned into a half bathroom combined with the laundry if you wanted to. And then way earlier, I also furnished that little crafting area with an easel and also the kids' drawing table. I actually wanted to turn that into the study with like a desk with a computer in it and stuff. But I decided to place the desk with the family computer in the living area because I had a lot of space left in there. It's a quite spacious area, like the living and dining combined. It's pretty large, like I had a lot of space left. So I figured I needed something else to put there. So I just put the desk with the computer in that area as well. But if you wanted to, you could totally just put it in the study. It would make sense in there as well. But yeah. As you can see, we moved on to the second floor of the house, and for some reason, I just really like this landing area. There is something about landing areas when the staircase is open like this and you have that like balcony effect. I love that so much. Like I immediately love landing areas so much when they have that little, yeah, just the open staircase. And that was the case for this house as well, which makes it so cohesive and cozy. I don't really know how to explain it. I don't know why I like it so much, but it just feels so homey to me. Maybe that's because as a kid, now that I'm talking about this, I remember as a kid, my friend, she lived a couple houses down the street, and I was over there playing with her all the time. Like it was like my second home. And they had that balcony situation for the landing area. So maybe that's kind of what I'm referring to in my mind subconsciously whenever I built that. And maybe that's why it feels so cozy and homey to me. I don't know. Could that be a thing? I don't know. But there's something about those balcony or open staircases that I really enjoy. And you could even put like an extra desk with a computer on there if you wanted to, because the landing area is quite spacious. I just turned it into a nice extra little seating area combined with like a playing area, because I also put a toy box there. so your Sims kids have multiple places to just sit down and play, because I also placed down a toy box downstairs as well. But yeah, as you can see, this is the toddler's bedroom. And I had so much fun with this bedroom for some reason. I don't know why. It's probably because I put so much thought and effort into the little changing table that's not functional by any means. But I just loved cluttering it up with the little diapers and the towels and the little toy on the wall from Snowy Escape and the tiny little bottles on the dresser as well. And I also placed a hamper next to the dresser, which is not a functional hamper. I also placed functional hampers throughout the house, obviously, because I do have laundry machines in here. But I just really enjoyed the thought of that little hamper right there, where you could like put like dirty blankets from your toddler. I don't really know, but I thought it was so realistic and I was enjoying that little detail so much. But I love the color scheme in here. It's not a color scheme that I usually go for. I can't even tell you what the color scheme is exactly in that bedroom, but I just like all the colors combined and very bright and crisp. And yeah, here I moved on to the kids' bedroom, which I also really enjoyed. And like I said before, if we did have bunk beds in the game already, when I was building this house, that is, I would have placed it, because as you can see, the bedroom is actually quite spacious and it would be perfect as a shared bedroom. I mean, it could also be a shared bedroom without bunk beds quite easily, but I don't know, I didn't really want to do that because it would be a little bit too small to my liking in comparison to the rest of the house, if that makes any sense. So I figured I was just gonna make it into a single bedroom, like for one kid. And I like the color scheme in here as well. I always like the color combination of orange and blue, or orange and teal, like those kinds of colors. And I was definitely going all out with that color combination in this bedroom as well. And I was thinking that this kid is very much into outer space. I gave them these posters that I put on the wall, and also like that that airplane lamp on the night table or side table, which I always think is really cute, and also a universe like school project or whatever you want to call that. I placed it on the desk, and what I really like about that specific school project, it's one of the things that your Sims can make like whenever they get a school project in their inventory, but you can also just place them and find them in the debug menu. Either debug or show hidden objects, I don't really know which one, but you can find it in the menu. And what I love about that school project is that it turns, like it rotates like the little planet, and it's so cute. I love it so much whenever I have that in my game. I don't know, it's just a silly little detail, but I really quite enjoy that. But yeah, as you can see, the bedroom is coming together. I used a lot of orange details in there that I was enjoying a lot. And yeah, after this, I think we're moving on to the parents' bedroom. And I actually don't know if I left the bathroom in. I don't think I did, but I'll show you, because after the speed build, obviously we're going to go into the game and I'll show you the house in real time to give you just a little tour so that you can get just a better idea of what I did for the house. Because whenever you're like watching speed builds like this, like from bigger houses, I feel like sometimes it's a bit difficult to get like the floor plan in your head. You can see all these separate rooms, but you don't really know how it looks as a whole. So that's why I like to give you guys a quick little tour at the end of the video so you can get a better idea of the overall like layout of the house. I hope that's something you enjoy as well. I mean, I can also totally understand if you skip over that part. But yeah, I just like doing it anyway. But yeah, here you can see that this is the parents' bedroom, and this bedroom really matches the overall color scheme of the rest of the house, which is very white, crisp, neutral, not a lot going on, but still pretty and modern and very easily customizable as well, which is definitely something that I tried to keep in mind throughout this whole build, because I wanted this house to be nice and very usable for gameplay and also very customizable. So if you want to change up the color scheme, you can very easily do that. If you want to like replace items with something else, a different style, you could very easily do that, and you probably won't have to change anything like about the layout or anything. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of what I was trying to achieve for this house. So it's yeah, pretty usable for anyone really. But yeah, you can see that we moved on to the actual backyard. And like I said in the beginning of this video, I had a lot of fun with this backyard because it's way more manicured than what I usually do. It's still not crazy manicured, like not overly so, but definitely, yeah, I don't know. It has these little paths. It has that little back porch that leads onto an extended area, like a terrace area. That's also tiled. And then there is a little pathway that leads to the sand pit. And I don't know, I was just really enjoying it. To me, it felt very family friendly, very generic, but it was just something that I was really enjoying throughout this whole build. So you can see that I kept going with the very like white and lighter wood tones color scheme for the furniture for the backyard as well. I created that little seating area right there. And I used all debug plants for the landscaping so that I could keep the cost down for the house as much as possible. It's still very expensive, I'm sure. I have no clue how expensive it is because I never really checked that. But I'm quite sure that it's pretty expensive. So I always try to keep the costs of my build down with or by using debug landscaping, because obviously those plants are free. So that's what I tried to do, but you can see that I tried to squeeze in quite a bit of activities in this backyard for the kids. Mainly, there is a little toddler, like a little kiddie pool. There are the monkey bars. There is a dollhouse outside as well, and they can actually use the sand. It's the sand from Island Living, so it's that sand type where you can make sand castles, which I thought would be really fun to do as well. And I also placed down some planter boxes, so if your sim is into gardening, you can work on the gardening skill, and of course also a couple of lounge chairs, so your sims can just relax and hang out in the sun. But I think that is pretty much it for the backyard as well. I just played around with some terrain tools, or not tools, but terrain paint to make it look a little bit more realistic, and I filled up the lot with some hedges and just some extra plants and stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's everything for this speed build. So yeah, let's hop on into the game and I'll show you the house in real time. So this is the house in the game. I think it's so nice. It's just generic. It's very usable. I like it a lot. And when we walk through the front door right here, you enter into this little hallway area where there is a mirror, a nice little end table where you can place like stuff from the mailbox or stuff you need to mail, and just a place to hang your coat. It's very, yeah, just what you would find in a generic entryway, I suppose. And then when you walk through here, you enter into the open dining area slash living area space right here. I don't know. I had a lot of fun with this. I like these curtains from Paranormal Stuff in here as well because they're so matchy-matchy with the color scheme. I like it. I just enjoy it. And here is an extra little toy box. So there is a nice extra little area for the kids to play. And over here is the study area. I just placed down a little laptop, but yeah, you could also place this whole desk situation in here if you wanted to. If you, for example, don't need an easel, you can just replace that with the desk. But I just liked to turn this whole area, this whole extra room, into a playroom or craft room or what have you. And off of this crafting room, there is a full bathroom as well. So this is the downstairs bathroom, which makes it so that you could turn this room into an extra bedroom quite easily as well if you wanted to, and then that bedroom would have an ensuite. But then over here, when you walk through the archway, you enter into the kitchen. Yeah, I think that this kitchen is very cozy, just a very family friendly generic kitchen. It has everything you would need. I actually needed to delete the little flower that was standing right here because it was blocking this countertop, but now the whole kitchen is functional. And off of the kitchen there is this laundry room, which you could very easily turn into a half bathroom as well if you wanted to, or just an extra full bathroom if you don't have laundry day, then you could do that as well. Then when we go upstairs, this is the very cozy landing area with just a little extra dresser, which I imagined they would keep all of their clutter or maybe like their photo albums and things like that. Another little toy box for your kids to play with. And then over here we have the toddler's bedroom, which is very bright, and crisp, and it has a lot of like lighter muted colors, which is something that I really like, but also a few pops of color as well, as you can see. And here we have a little makeshift changing table, which is not functional but still looks cute. And then over here across from the toddler's bedroom, we have the kid's bedroom, which is very orange and teal, or orange and blue. I think that this kid is very much into outer space and airplanes and stuff like that. So they have their own little desk so they can sit here and do their homework if they want to, and also just a nice dresser, and yeah, a couple of toys right here as well. And then over here we have the master bedroom that really goes with the rest of the house. It's nothing too crazy, nothing very cluttered. It's just very nice and airy and bright and crisp, and I really enjoy that about this build. And then over here is the upstairs bathroom that I didn't show in the actual speed build, but this bathroom has a shower and a tub, so you can bathe your toddler either downstairs but also upstairs if you wanted to. And then over here we have the backyard. I really enjoy this backyard a lot. You can see that over here we have the back porch with a grill and an outdoor bin. There's actually also an outdoor bin on the front porch, or right by the front porch, so that's very nice. You have two outdoor bins, and then there is a dining table right there as well. And over here we have a nice seating area for your Sims to enjoy, and a little toddler pool, or you could also, like, I think that adult Sims can also just relax in that little pool right there, so that's also very nice. And over here we have a sand pit for the kids to play with the Monkey Jungle bars and just some extra toys as well, and some nice lounge chairs so your Sims can just sunbathe if they want to. But that's actually it for this house. So the house comes in at 108,099 simoleons, which is a lot of money, but I mean, for a family house like this, I think it's pretty reasonable. You can still save up for it. So yeah, there's that. But that's actually it for this video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this build. You can definitely go ahead and download it off the gallery if you want to. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims, and it's also Simmarysims on the gallery. So if you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so by clicking the little subscribe button. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just make sure to click that little bell notification and you should be fine. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!